not reaching for the bottle this morning.
No, he don't need to.
Yes,
They were robbed last night. They were robbed.
And for that reason, that's the reason I'm saying he needs to reach for the bottle, because they were straight up robbed last night.
Yeah, and your caption on I don't know if we wrote that caption before the rally, that when the Chiefs were up 17-0, but the Chiefs did not win in style. The Chiefs survived. Because
just a minute. Let's set this up right. Let's set this up right. Since Ryan McCarthy is here, we're going to give him the floor. Take it.
Oh my gosh, where do I begin? NFL officiating. Oh, I got 2 targets today, not just one. I have 2 targets today.
Well,
you have 2 targets today.
Well,
the first one
took us to week 4 to get here.
NFL officiating. Have a seat.
Up. Do it again. Do it again.
Oh, NFL officiating. Have a seat.
Now cook.
Let's talk about that final drive by the Kansas City Chiefs in last night's game. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta give credit where credit was due. Kansas City came out flying. The Jets did not. Jets rallied, made it a game. It wasn't an embarrassment like we all thought it was going to be. I can give my flowers to Zach Wilson because he exceeded my expectations exponentially and made us believe that they could win this game. Made us Jets fans believe he could win this game.
He sure did.
You even had Fireman Ed in the game.
Fireman Ed was on one last night.
But then the fumble happened.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say this, Zach, got to pick up those slow snaps, man.
I give him credit. He owned it in the post conference. He owned it.
And that tells you how far he's come to from last year when he was quoted as saying in the New England game. Do you think your performance didn't affect the defense? No. He's come a long way from that.
Yes,
I will give him total credit, and it also helped that Aaron Rodgers was in the building, kind of pumping his tires, give him some confidence. And
oh yeah.
Sorry,
I said, oh yeah. Keep going.
All right. So let's talk about that last drive. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the last drive by the Kansas City Chiefs. There was 2 missed calls and 1 egregiously bad call. First missed call, 3rd and 20. The Jets are backing the Chiefs up. That defensive line after the first quarter, the Jets were a completely different team on defense. They found their identity. They pinned their ears back. They went hard
after Mahomes.
After Patrick Mahomes went hard at him. And they still kept going. And they kept going the entire game long. It felt like Herman Boone in Remember the Titans. You blitz all
night.
Or sorry, Coach Yost, not Coach Boone. Coach Yost. Coach Yost was the one that said it. Blitz all day long. And he's kept coming at Mahomes, forced him to throw those 2 picks. Should have been 3. We'll get to that in a moment. But on 3rd and 20, I saw national television audience sees one of the most blatant holds ever you'll ever see.
Social media went off.
Yes, they did.
Uncalled. Uncalled penalty. But they'll gladly throw a flag on the Jets on C.J. Mosley for hand checking a guy more than 5 yards down the field.
Mm-hmm.
That they'll throw a penalty flag on. But the blatant hold, and Jermaine Johnson's trying to get the referee's attention. Hey, I'm being held. You can clearly see him getting his shoulder pads yanked up to his ears. Almost looks like Cornholio there. I am the great cornhole.
You must give me DB for my bunghole.
My bunghole. My bunghole. Anyway, they won't call a blatant hold that would have negated that run and sent the Chiefs back 10 more yards, would have been a 3rd and 30. No, instead, we get a 5-yard, we get a handshaking call, and Patrick Mahomes is allowed to go run around the field as much as he wants.
Of course,
because God forbid, the Chiefs lose this game.
3rd and 22.
Second.
God forbid, in front of Swifties.
Yeah, in front of the Swifties who have to make this game.
And Patrick Mahomes is allowed to run for 24 yards.
Yep. Now you could tell that you could tell how much you could tell how effective the Jets defensive line was that game, because offensive line was getting away with holes.
After the first quarter, the Jets defense was dynamite, and they got the Jets back into the ball game. That defense of the Jets. Let me throw some flowers at your Jets, especially their defense. That Jets team came right back after being down 17-0.
It's like they woke up
in the ball game. They woke up.
It's like they drank some Utica coffee Adirondack blend, which is what I'm drinking right now, and woke the heck up.
But can we get to the real egregious?
Hold on, I'm getting there. Let the story, Playmaker. I know you're a wrestling fan. Let this storyline build, please.
I'm letting it. That's why I gave you the floor. I'm letting this build. Go.
Just call on a 2nd and 10?
Yes.
Inside the 25. Bryce Huff and the defensive line. Bryce Huff better be a Pro Bowler by the end of this season. Better be a Pro Bowler. Not for a sack. Disrupts plays. Patrick Mahomes is dead to rights inside the tackle box.
Dead.
Throw to absolutely nobody.
None.
There's a discussion by the referees. You see Robert Saleh going like this. Intentional grounding. There is no penalty for intentional grounding.
I know it. So, it's the fact that he got hit, and they saying the hit forced the ball to go lower than what was supposed to go to Isaiah Pacheco. That was the explanation.
That was intentional grounding.
Now I'm saying that was the
any other game. No, any other quarterback in any other game, that's intentional grounding.
Oh no, I'm not disagreeing. I'm telling you what NBC explained it.
Okay, let me pose this question, and I know Ryan's going to get a kick out of this, and so is Playmaker. Who actually believes that was not intentional grounding? Continue, sir.
Thank you, Keith Sweat. The third call, which was the most egregious of all,
and this is the build-up we were looking for.
The holding call on Sauce Gardner on 3rd down. That would have took away. Look, Michael Carter II has had 2 franchise-altering interceptions taken away within 2 years, 2-year span. That
last year against the Patriots, and last night against the Chiefs.
That ridiculous roughing the passer call in week 6 of last season against the Patriots, when it was explained to Robert Saleh that John Franklin Myers, quote, hit Mac Jones too hard, unquote, which would have put the Jets up 17-3, and that game was done.
Was absolutely done.
I didn't see no pull the jersey. I didn't see no pull.
The pull of the jersey was when inside the 5 yards.
Yep.
Anybody could see that. Anybody could have seen that. But that flag came out after the interception was thrown, after Carter got the ball.
It came out 2 full minutes after the interception.
It came out a full 2.5 seconds after that interception. And that flag was thrown by Joe Steratore, who is the cousin of Gene Steratore. The analyst for, I think it's CBS.
CBS.
Yeah. Yes. So you know how nepotism works in the NFL.
Dear Joe Steratore, shut up. Sorry, go on.
So this was a game altering flag, of course.
Yes,
because it's the Jets. God forbid it happens to any other team. It always happens to the Jets. And I said in a chat, another chat, I said, look, that's 2 calls, not only 3 calls that didn't go to the Jets' way, and now I understand how Eagles fans feel after that call in the Super Bowl on Bradbury.
Yeah, those two calls allowed the Chiefs to run out the rest of the clock.
Mm-hmm.
And we talking we talking over 6 minutes.
6.5 minutes.
Yeah.
6.5
minutes.
Because they knew if the Jets got the ball back one more time, things would have got spicy.
Yeah, and a Chiefs fan said he said I'm calling cap on that because the Jets had missed chances throughout the game, and the Chiefs had that one call for the horse collar that was called, and that wasn't a horse collar. I'm like, the Jets had plenty. I'll give them credit where credit's due. The Jets had plenty of missed opportunities. I'll give them that.
Mm-hmm.
But 3 bad calls or 2 non-calls and 1 bad call, compared to 1 bad call. Spot the lie. This is why we need. This is why I've been calling for. And Snowman, you've been hearing me with this rally call for the last year and a half. Last year I've been on this program.
Not just this one, but on yours as well.
We need full-time referees in the NFL who know how to interpret rules correctly and know how to make calls correctly. I don't want to. I know it's coming on Wednesday. I know it's coming on Wednesday because this happened 2 weeks ago.
Yep, and referees that actually go through the full training, not these part-time referees that only get 1 month training at best.
I don't want insurance salesmen. I don't want high school teachers. I want full-time referees. The NFL makes billions upon billions of dollars every single season. And you can't have full-time referees. Every other league in the major 4 leagues, the NHL, Major League Baseball, NBA, they all have full-time referees. Why can't the NFL have full-time referees?
I would love to know the discussion because
I'd love to know the discussion too.
I'm about to say something that's going to shock everybody, and I don't think this is a sentence that anybody thought we could ever imagine.
And that is
Zach Wilson played better than Patrick Mahomes.
That he did.
Find the lie.
Yeah, and his 2 best games as a New York Jet have been against Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes.
Find the lie.
Granted, they lost both games, but Zach Wilson balled out those games.
Well,
Tom Brady gave him the ball back. And I'd also like to invite a certain NBC Sunday Night Football analyst named Rodney Harrison. Have a seat.
Oh, missed the cue. Do it again.
Oh, let me try it again. Rodney Harrison, have a seat, sir.
Fight.
So round 2. So before the game, Harrison is noticed that Zach Wilson on 7-on-7 drills before the game missed a bunch of receivers, missed wide open receivers. Oh, he's missing wide open receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, fine. So what? He gets all the kinks out before the game. It took him a full quarter as opposed to 3 quarters to warm up this Sunday.
Yep.
Let's fast forward to after the game. After the game's over, he's interviewing Chris Jones from the Kansas City Chiefs, and
of course
he's trying to goad Mr. Jones into saying that Zach Wilson is, quote, garbage, unquote.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris Jones, to his credit, didn't take the bait. Did not take the bait. I gotta say, Chris Jones, you earned my respect, my friend, sir, by not taking that trash bait that Rodney Harrison put out there. Listen, we all know that Rodney Harrison is a Bill Belichick jock sniffer. Let's just put it out there. Let's put it out there. He's just like Bill Belichick. He hates the Jets. The fact that the Jets were on national TV with Zach Wilson in the lineup, did not want to be there. You can see on his face he did not want to be there.
You saw it the whole time. You saw it the whole time.
He's paid to be there. He collects the paycheck. He's paid to be there. He's paid to be an analyst. You're paid to be an analyst, Rodney Harrison, an analyst, not a commentator, not a so-called journalist. You're going for the
So-called
sensational
healing
take.
operative words.
You're going for the sensational take that everybody's jumping at the pylons happening of Zach Wilson's trash, Zach Wilson's garbage. Oh, I'm sorry. The fact that Zach Wilson balled out and had better stats than Patrick Mahomes basically put that narrative to shame. And here's my hope for Zach Wilson is that he builds upon this. He builds upon this loss. And God bless him. Well, at the end of the game where he's on the sideline saying, I cost us this game. I cost us this game. But you got Alan Lazard, you got Randall Cobb coming around and saying, no, man, have your head up. Hold your head up. You played great. You played great. This is the culture. This is the culture that has been missing from the Jets for a number of years.
For years.
When
Uplifting, not pushing
shout
down.
out to Chris Jones, because if it weren't for Chris Jones, Zach Wilson wouldn't have fun with that ball.
No, but there's also there's the low snap by McGovern that that's a lower snap than it was supposed to be. But Zach Wilson still has to pick up that ball. Yeah. Anyway,
I think he knew he wasn't getting the ball back, and there was nothing he can do about it.
After that penalty by Sauce Gardner, that's when they kind of knew he wasn't getting the ball back.
That's what hurt. Ronnie Harrison, you can't get the ball back and do anything to save it.
So look, Rodney Harrison, look, I respect your career. Even though you went to the Patriots and played with that team, and David Tyree snatched your wig on national television and cost you the perfect season.
And I loved it. That catch by David Tyree got me $1,000 that game.
No, that was the first Super Bowl. That was the first Super Bowl, not the
that David Tyree catch got me $1,000 that game.
Yeah, your sensationalism and trying to goad Chris Jones into a viral moment, it backfired. I'm so glad it backfired on you.
Backfired heavily, and I'm so glad.
And I hope NBC Sports sits you down and say, "Don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again."
I hope they cut his ass. I hope they cut him. I hope they let him
cut him. I'd say this. I say suspend him for. I say suspend him for October.
Listen, you are not. Maybe this is me being old and old school at the same time, and that part of this is me going through this. And as unfair as it is, I've got to say it aloud because, as I said, this happens to me. They need to let him go and tell him hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back anymore, because that is cause. That is cause for dismissal right there. To try to, as you said, Ryan, so expertly and so well, create a viral moment, and it backfired.
Yeah, it backfired.
It backfired, and I'm glad it did.
Yeah, and now the entire internet is saying, "Dude, what were you thinking? Did you not witness what you just saw? Did you not witness what happened on the field?" He's trying to justify that early 7-on-7 drill where he's missing guys who are wide open. Take and say this guy ought to not be in the league. And by the way, I don't know if you saw that garbage clickbait article about linking Zach Wilson to the Edmonton Elks. Stop.
Yeah, I saw that.
So here's my prayer for the rest of the season for Zach Wilson is that he continues to do his thing. He continues to ball out. He plays aggressive, and he shoves that narrative down Rodney Harrison's throat, just like David Tyree did in Super Bowl 41 or 43, 42. Thank you. I get my numbers confused. Math,
it's all right.
But I hope that narrative is shoved down Rodney Harrison's throat. He has to eat that humble pie and take it all back, because that, right, sir, was unprofessional. What you try to do to Chris Jones and try to goad him into continuing this ridiculous narrative of Zach Wilson not being a good quarterback, even though he proved that on national television in front of a national TV audience, in front of Taylor Swift and her Swiftie minions.
Dear God,
that he played better than Patrick Mahomes.
And they won't say it, and they'll never say it aloud because they
never say it aloud. You'll never hear anyone say it outside of me and the New York and anyone in the media in New York State.
Anybody on the show that actually says the truth. And I'm going to ask both my television networks to forgive me for this, but I have to say it this way. Zach Wilson, you made me a believer last night, and I hope you continue to ball out with your Jets and take that narrative and shove it down Rodney Harrison's throat for the rest of this season. And I hope that this game right here is the game that wakes up the New York Jets. All right? I hope this is the game, and I'm saying this as much as I tease Ryan McCarthy. I am old school to my heart, and I've seen games where it can revive a team and help a team go the rest of the way. I saw it happen in 94 with my 49ers when they got blasted by the Philadelphia Eagles 40-8. George Seifert correctly yanked Steve Young out of the game, and they went on to win the rest of their games, and they won the Super Bowl. I hope this game right here against the world champion Kansas City Chiefs is a revival. It gets the Jets in the playoffs, and I hope they see them again. Go ahead, Ryan.
All right.
And the Dalvin Cook experiment needs to end. I'm done.
Yay! No more Dalvin. Breece Hall is the bell cow running back. Dalvin Cook needs to be out of the league. And that's that. The Dalvin Cook experience. Give me this.
We're cooking today.
I'll make
and I'm
this
not the one
simple.
cooking.
Hot coffee coming through.
I'll make this. Yeah. And I need more of it. And
Ew.
thank you to my wife for this. I'll make sure this is properly replaced. Dalvin Cook, you need to go. You're done. You're finished. You're trash. You're washed up. If the Minnesota Vikings let you go, that should tell you everything you need to know about your career, how it's gone, how it's going to go, and you're not doing anything else. All right? The New York Jets need to push the plunger on this Dalvin Cook experiment. Let Breece Hall continue to be their bell cow running back because he is that. And kick Dalvin Cook right in the ass, right out of the Meadowlands. I'm done.
You are so wrong for that hot seat.
Amen and amen.
In 3 words, and my wife used this on me yesterday in talking about my 49ers when she walked by and heard me do the game yesterday, and she just leaned in and said, damn, they're good. During a break, I start laughing. She comes in, gives me a peck on the cheek, and her next 3 words are as follows. Find the lie.
Do you see
Find the
Minnesota's
lie.
record? Do you see Minnesota's record? What is Minnesota's record?
Who cares?
Now, no, you brought up Minnesota cutting Dalvin Cook. What did they look like without Dalvin Cook?
The same thing the Jets look like with him. And that's that's not a direct shot at the Jets. That's a direct shot at Dalvin Cook.
Need to be a direct shot at Minnesota for being retarded.
Yeah,
Minnesota's been retarded since 2019.
The
when
only
they
reason
I could go into the Bay and beat my team.
The only reason why Cook was brought in the first place was because they thought Breece Hall wasn't going to be ready for week 1. And he's shown the last 4 weeks he's
more than ready.
He's not only more than ready, he's proving his worth.
He's beyond ready.
And by the way, to be the guy. Breece Hall is the guy, but they needed Breece Hall to have a backup.
And if Ty Conklin doesn't fall down while Breece Hall goes on that run, Breece Hall is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Breece Hall Jets take the lead on that run.
Yep.
Hello, who's the guy that you said?
Ty Conklin.
Okay, what's the tight end name?
He tripped over his own shoes and fell down, and he couldn't get the block. Couldn't get the block.
Because I need that tight end to make that catch in the end zone.
Him too, yeah. They
I need you to make that catch in the end zone, man.
Look, they had their missed opportunities. They had that one drop in the end zone by Ty Conklin. Garrett Wilson, he should have dove for that ball that would have gotten them within what 2 or 3 before they had that missed field goal by Zerline. And that Michael Carter drop on second down when he was wide open, and Zach beautifully look.
Oh, I know
The thing that I noticed yesterday after the first 2 series was that they said, "All right, let's open up the playbook. Let's get Zach Wilson rolling on get Zach Wilson on rollouts and get some play action in there."
And Michael Carter knew he should have caught that ball.
And Michael Carter knew he should have caught that.
He was so ready to take off. You got to catch that.
Yeah. So
all the way in. Hook the ball all the way.
Hey, I have nothing negative to say about the Jets. Zach Wilson played great.
Zach Wilson balled out. All right,
Yeah.
Zach Wilson balled the hell out.
Zach Wilson was playing like he was going to steal Taylor Swift right out the suite, or Donna Kelsey.
I mean, even people was like, "Hold on,
you wrong as hell for that, Ryan." But there's nothing but truth to that. There's nothing but truth to that, though. I'm not saying. Listen, as I said earlier, and as Ryan said so expertly, find the lie.
Hey,
find the lie.
People was like, "Hold on, didn't you just talk bad about Zach Wilson last week?" Yeah, what I saw last week was horrible.
Oh no.
Yeah, last night was great.
Guys,
if he can play like this, be good.
Guys, hang on.
Mm-hmm. I saw it too.
Bob, you got to come up here tomorrow then. I have a few hilarious stories about Russ Francis, Pro Bowl and Super Bowl champion tight end who died in a plane crash yesterday. Number 81 for the San Francisco 49ers. Oh. And I love Big Russ Francis. 2-time champion. Oh. All right. I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, man. Change your settings, Cole. Anybody who watched the 49ers during their first dynasty era knows number 81, Russ Francis. Played with the Niners up until 1990.
Before then he was, of course, with the Patriots too.
He was drafted and was with the Patriots, and then he. Oh.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, that's tragic.
That hurt.
Speaking of tragic, did you
just a moment? That. Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. This is
a moment. Go take a moment.
Gather yourself.
Go take a moment.
Yeah.
Gather yourself.
Go sort yourself out.
This is hitting me. This is hitting me different because, and it's hitting me because of two gentlemen that pointed him out to me. My dad and my granddad. My granddad introduced him to me when he was with the Patriots, and my dad, who watched 49ers games with me, and oh my gosh. Cole, cover me. I'll be back.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro. All right. So, for those who don't know, fortunately, Russ Francis, tight end for the 49ers, and then before in the Patriots, died of a plane crash in Hawaii, and he lived there, actually. Wow, that's horrible. Well, speaking of horrible,
good to see you, Cole.
I'm sorry?
Good to see you.
Morning.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good morning. Welcome to Storm in the Morning with Cole Johnson. On the other half of that name, Cole Johnson, good morning to you, Playmaker. Good morning to you, Mr. McCarthy. As I'm saying, speaking of horrible, I thought that Robert Saleh was going to have a heart attack in the middle of the fourth quarter. After that, after the controversial holding call,
he expressed what Jets fans were all thinking, and good that he got angry because we want to see that Coach Saleh. We want to see that Coach Saleh every single game. Where he's defending his team. It's like what was it? What holding the between? I'm surprised they didn't say anything about that no call the holding on 3rd and 22. He's going to be especially apoplectic after seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
Then the intentional grounding that didn't get called. Then that phantom holding call at the interception. Yeah, he was expressing what we were all thinking, and I'm sure that unsportsmanlike conduct will be taken care of by Mr. Johnson and Mr. Douglas.
Woody better.
Because I'm pretty sure they were thinking the same thing. Like what was that? What was that?
Mm-hmm. But you should be happy that Zach Wilson actually outperformed one Mr. Patrick Mahomes in that game.
I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the progress. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
That's a sentence that you would never think of.
No,
because
Mahomes. I won't even say average. Mahomes looked flustered, and of course, that is credited to the defensive interior of the Jets.
I don't think he looked flustered. I think I don't know what. He got away with so many passes through his career so far, and he thought he was going to get away with someone against the Jets, and the Jets weren't having it.
But I'm saying he looked.
Them 2 interceptions was like, dude, Pat, what are you doing?
And the wounded duck pick that got bailed out by the penalty, that was yet another one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, talk to me about that Jets front four, Ryan. I was loving how they were getting after Mahomes in the second and third quarter. Loving it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was as if the Chiefs offensive line didn't know what to do. And they were rushing 4. It was rare they were blitzing. I was like, wow, now this is impressive.
No, I can't. I mean, last week they were in a milk carton. Plain and simple. Actually, the 2 weeks prior, they were in a milk carton.
Mm-hmm.
But against the Chiefs, after the first quarter, something must have clicked, and they said, "Nope, I'm sick and tired of this. We're done. I'm done. Let's just get after him. Let's play aggressive. Let's play aggressive. Let's play fast. Let's get after him and see what kind of chaos we can cause." And it worked.
They caused a lot.
He threw 2 picks in the second quarter.
They caused a lot of chaos. And credit CJ Mosley too. He was playing the perfect spy in a situation where, he would sometimes show that he would rush, and then sometimes he would drop back, and Mahomes did not know which way was up with number 57 and what he was going to do. And I just thought after the Chiefs had their first quarter where they exploded, it was as if the Jets were like, okay, we're going to win this game starting now. And that was like the beginning of the second quarter. The Chiefs defense then turned over to the offense, and the offense started to get more confidence, gain more confidence. And I was feeling the energy in the building, definitely in midway through the third quarter when the Jets tied it at 20. It was the energy was palpable.
Matter of fact, I owe y'all a thank you, okay? Because I ain't have to deal with a lot of Taylor Swift reference because the Jets came to play ball.
Oh my gosh!
But you still will get a Taylor Swift reference.
No, I'm talking about during the game.
That's what I'm saying, because they kept showing her during the game.
No, they show her a lot because the Chiefs was up 17-0. But once the Jets started
when
playing,
the Chiefs were up, she was being shown during commercial breaks, during breaks in the action. But as soon as the Jets started coming back, you barely saw her.
Kelsey caught the ball.
You saw her.
Once the Jets started playing ball, Taylor Swift was done.
And then Mike Tirico with the ad infinitum nauseum Taylor Swift song references before the commercial breaks. It's like, can we put a pitch count? Do we not put a pitch count on that?
Well, you gotta understand, he was trying to appeal to the casuals.
He was trying too hard.
He was prepared.
Mr. McCarthy,
he was prepared to try too hard.
Mr. McCarthy,
the Jets changed all that around.
Mr. McCarthy, it sounds as if you were angrier at Mike Tirico than you were at the refs last night.
I'm not angry with the. That's an understatement. But
He's
but
definitely angry with Ralph.
I wasn't so much mad, but annoyed. I was just so annoyed at the.
I mean, to be honest,
song
like,
references.
Did
Like
you not
that's
go
enough.
into the game wondering what's the over under Taylor Swift being shown on television on NBC?
And
If you were playing a drinking game, you would
the
be
number.
Yeah, if you were playing a drinking game about how many times Taylor Swift would be shown on TV, or if there'll be references, you would be dead by halftime.
Yeah, I figured the over under be 10, and I would have said push. And it was about 10 times.
And they barely got the 10.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, so when because I was thinking, because I was thinking the same thing as you, Playmaker, when the Jets came feverishly back, and it got to be 2020. I was like, oh god, they haven't shown Taylor Swift. And then we get to the end of the third quarter, and then we see the pensive Taylor Swift in the press box. I mean, in the luxury box. I was like,
with
well,
her
there
and
goes that.
Mrs. Mahomes with a concerned look on their face, because it's like, Lord,
standing next to Brittany Mahomes. Well, I was like, okay, well, that streak's over.
Where's Jackson?
Oh,
I'm sorry, folks, for what you probably heard after I got this piece of news.
You're
right.
good. You're good.
No. I am very distraught by this. Not just because of the person, but because of who it inspired and who I was watching football with when I first learned of Russ Francis.
Oh, I understand. That'll be me whenever I hear Earl Campbell die, because I'll be thinking about my father. But I understand that. But
you sticking around, Ryan, or you gotta go?
No, I can stick around for a little bit.
Yeah, Ryan.
And I'm off next Monday too.
Good.
I guess stick around for another couple minutes.
So we get
a double play. Let's.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play this one little ditty, and then we'll be back. And we're going to touch on the Astros. Yes, I will touch on that.
Not yet.
We'll be right back after
this. You fool! Give me this camera. Yes, LeBron, it is you. It has always been you. It always will be you. Forever and ever. Amen.
This is Snowman in the Morning. We'll be right back right after this.
The following is a public service announcement from Wise El Jefe.
Boston.
This has been a public service announcement from Wise El Jefe. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Cause we take this job so serious.
I'm sorry. I did that all wrong. My bad.
Do it right, will you?
Oh, God. Brother guest, I'm so glad, Ryan, that you here on Coffee with McCarthy. I love you.
Oh, Lord, you beat me to it. What in the all types of blue hell?
Yes, it's Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
I love you.
Cole Johnson.
You ain't got a
Snowman
lick
in
of
the Morning with
sense.
Cole
Cole
Johnson.
Johnson yet again with another comedian.
You got it. You ain't got a lick of sense. All right, that's all I got. You ain't got a lick of sense. That's all I got to say.
Oh, by the
Oh,
way,
thank you.
Victor, to answer your question, I am 20-10 in college right now. 20-10. Should be 21-9, but I'll just at 1 tomorrow.
You know, we gotta do another No Crunches Required Saturday brunch special. I gotta bring Victor Locke in, and he would be fun to have.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. That must happen. Matter
By
of
the
fact,
way,
the day you bring Victor in, Mr. McCarthy, I'll join you.
Yeah,
real quick,
yeah.
apologies to Dr. K. Whew.
You don't have to apologize because
That Colts team rallied.
listen, let me say this to Playmaker right now because I know that. Let me say this to Playmaker right now.
I'm right
You don't
now.
wanna
Me and Cole got the same thought process going in our heads right now.
You don't want to know how many words she spat out after that loss yesterday.
How many words she spat out during the first half?
Look, I already know half those words were
Y'all know my favorite comedian is George Carlin. And if there was ever a complimentary act to the 7 dirty words you can't say on television, me and Dr. K spat them out yesterday during the Colts game.
Cole messes me. I'm at work. Cole messes me. He was happy with how the first half looked.
Of course I'm happy. I'm a Texas fan.
I get home from
You
work.
think?
I'm sitting here like, why in the hell we in overtime?
I'm a Texas fan. Do you know why I was happy? I was like, yes, my divisional rival's down. I'm loving this, and they getting shut out. This is even better. Yes. And I was sharing that joy with you, Playmaker, and then I wanted to smack the Wunderkind right across the face.
Are all the teams in the AFC South 2 up, 2 down?
Yes, every team in the AFC.
Every team's 2 up, 2 down.
AFC South teams, every one of them, 2 wins and 2 losses. Yes.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
I'm saying, like, how the hell we get in overtime? We was up 23-0.
I know.
I didn't believe it either. And when I went out to run an errand, okay, I actually went to take Sonya to work. I went to take Sonya to work. Sonya comes by, sees the game, sees it's 20-0. Looks at me and goes, "Okay, Dad, you can take me to work now." All right. So we get back, they score. It's 23-8. It was 23-8. I come in here, I get set up for my live stream, and then I hear Jody scream at the top of her lungs. I crashed through this green screen behind me. I did. I dove right through this green screen. Lucy comes running, and Jody's jumping up and down, and I'm going, "It's a 1 score." I just looked at her and said, "It's a 1 score game," and she said, "Yep." I said, "All right." Now, if they come back,
she screamed out for a 1 score game. What happened when the Colts tied it?
I think my brain and my lips are still burning because I got the kiss of a lifetime when they tied it up. Because I'm watching the game in here and on this screen and on this monitor, I'm preparing for Cardinals and 49ers. I look at this in front of me and see the Colts got the ball back. I go flying into the kitchen and they tied it up and I got pinned to the couch.
Well, that's enough for me today. Victory Monday at 9:00 a.m.
Just a minute.
Bad
Just
that
a
I don't
minute.
have a wife who loves football
Wait a minute.
like that.
Wait a minute.
Darn.
Just a minute. Just a minute. When they got it to within 23-21, she gets excited and I get a bear hug. And I said, it's not done yet, honey. They have to get the 2-point conversion to tie it. They gotta get the 2-point conversion to tie it. So she calms down. I calm down.
They're like the easiest 2-point conversion you can give up.
Right. That's exactly right. And she grabs my arm and says, "Don't move. I need you as my good luck charm for them to tie this game." I'm rolling at this point.
Don't move.
And they get the 2-point conversion. They tie the game, and I got pinned to the couch and about 100 kisses in 30 seconds.
Lucky you got them. Lucky you got them.
Must be nice.
The game in it instead of after. Who knows what happened after the game?
Playmaker, you've said nothing but a word to me, my friend.
Because boy,
this is why every day I say something about my beloved Dr. K and this championship ring I got. Even though the Colts lost, the way that they rallied, just like your Jets, Ryan, the way that they rallied spoke to me, because that should have been a whitewash in Indianapolis. I didn't get a chance to get.
The funny thing is, nobody came into that game thinking a Rams was going to jump up 23-0.
No, nobody thought that at all. Nobody thought that at all.
And then the funny thing is, Sean McVay did what I wanted him to do. He ran the freaking ball.
Yes, ran it well.
Half.
Ran it well. I will tell you the play that gave the Rams confidence throughout the game, even though the Colts rallied. They forced the Rams into a punting situation, but then EJ Speed hit Matthew Stafford out of bounds. That's a 15-yard penalty. And what was supposed to be a punt turned into a first down, and then the Rams walked it down the field and scored.
I have a question.
I'm listening.
What is up with these defenders hitting quarterbacks out of bounds? I don't see this like all weekend.
Oh, I've seen it too. All weekend.
I'm like, y'all know he going out of bounds. Why are you still hitting him?
EJ Speed, and I will say this until next weekend, EJ Speed cost the Colts the game. And because if you don't hit Matthew Stafford out of bounds and you punt it to the Colts with as much confidence as they had coming into this game.
And much momentum they were building.
Exactly. Now, did they build that momentum up coming back from 23 down? Yes, they did. But they should have finished it in regulation.
Oh, speaking of finished.
Take
this camera.
Take
Somebody it. Somebody choke.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Now, for all of you fools who want to claim 6 years later that the team that I have rooted for since 1980 are cheaters,
the Houston Astros.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. I want you to call them cheaters. I want you to call them cheaters from the bottom of your hearts. No, from the bowels of your penis. I want you to call them cheaters.
Yes.
I want you to be awash and aglow with one rub it in, because they are nasty and evil. Forget them cheaters. They've impugned the game.
Weekend. I heard that all weekend.
Them. They suck. They will always suck. Altuve's a cheater. Bregman's a cheater. Heck, even Dusty Baker, who wasn't on the team when they did cheat, he's a cheater for affiliating with them.
Just a minute.
Come with that energy.
Speaking of energy, this will give Cole some more energy. Let's go back to last year. Since it's the month of October. Y'all remember this?
And Alvarez belts it deep to right field. Gets it goodbye. Unbelievable. The Astros a walk-off win. Yordan Alvarez, a walk-off 3-run homer. And the Astros stun the Mariners in Game 1 of the division series. Incredible.
The House of Horrors for the Seattle Mariners continues as they mob Alvarez by home plate.
Call of the day brought to you by
Yes.
Cricket
That was
Wireless,
1 year
the
ago.
official
I- I-
wireless carrier of
Now-
Snowman in the Morning. Go
now
ahead.
give me back this camera.
Take it. It's all yours.
That's right, Danny. Asterisks. Yes, I embrace it all. Come on, tell them. Say it proudly. Asterisks. Cheaters.
Look at the next one.
Losers.
Look at the next one. He comes.
Astros with the double S. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
All of them. All of them.
Not one player on that team should be treated different than any steroids player. Yes. Bring that on energy, please. I love it. I love it.
Can I say one sentence?
Because
Can I say one? I interrupt this Cole Johnson rant to add to it, Danny Fuller. To be the champs, you must unseat the champs, and they're the division champions. Go,
Can I
Cole.
Can I ask a question to the Rangers?
No, you may not.
Texas
No, you may
Rangers.
not. 'Cause they
Did you
suck.
not learn from what Seattle did last year?
No,
No,
I
they
thought
didn't.
this was
Just
Cole's.
in the same
I thought this
position.
was Cole's camera time.
take Cole. Take it.
No,
Take it.
no, they didn't learn. No, they didn't
Give him
learn.
that camera.
Cole.
Give him that camera.
Give him the camera.
Please come with that energy because
Sure.
we're talking about a game where all the teams that do well cheat. How about the 2018 Red Sox? No one talks about them, and
Nope.
they cheated all out the yang yang. On the Yankees, they didn't even win championships, and they were cheating.
They were cheating
But
the whole time.
That isn't mentioned about that. You got to mention the little guy that became big, and then you have to say, well, because they have made the sport all horrible and nasty. Well, we can't root for them. Fine, don't root for them. I don't care. I don't care if you root for them. I don't care if you make them the team you hate the most. That actually makes me feel even better.
And
Why?
yet that team always somehow is in the World Series.
That makes me feel even better. Why? Why does it make me feel better? Because it means that you weren't with this team before they were champions.
and you
and
won't
you're
be
not
with the team now.
And you won't with them while they're champions. And it makes the room to celebrate even greater.
Smaller.
And it could be the room could be as small as it wants to be. And you know what? I got clowned, Mr. Fuller, by my coworkers. In fact, my manager at the time said there is an Amazon book you should read, Cole. You know what it's called? How I Cheated My Way to the World Series. I had a laugh at that. I'm like,
Of course.
I was like, yes. And I can tell you how the story went. The story went as follows. Yes, once upon a time, a team won a World Series. That was 2017. 2019, they got caught cheating.
Yep.
Now, and I'm on record as saying, do I support them cheating? Heck no.
No.
They
No.
needed to be caught, and they needed to deal with it. Now, exactly.
They dealt with it.
Exactly,
That's
sir.
for sure.
They were found guilty by Major Baseball. They lost
and
draft picks.
And by the way, Danny Fuller, it's not asterisks. And Cole, this is for you. They're the world champion Houston Astros.
That's
Get it
fine.
right.
That's fine. You can call them whatever you want. Call them champions. Now, as I was saying, that's right. They were found guilty. And this is part of my story that I said. Yes, in 2019, they were found guilty by Major League Baseball of cheating. And they lost draft picks. And they also fired the manager. They also fired the general manager. And they also fined the owner.
Yep.
Yes.
They did
That
all
happened in 2020.
And
All
they
of that was
still won
great.
the World Series.
That's all that great. Thank you for spoiling the ending, sir. That's exactly how I told the story. And then I said, but you know how the story ends? The story ends, and then I put a GIF or GIF, whatever the heck you want to pronounce it, of the Astros spraying themselves with champagne last year. And I said, ball game, shut up. The end.
I borrowed from Alex Bregman yesterday, and it goes like this. The world wanted to... No, I did it wrong. Press a button. Alex Bregman said,
quote,
the world wanted to know what it would be like if the Astros weren't Western Division champions. I guess the world will never know.
Close quote. Thank you for the take on Kanye West.
Seattle choked last year. The Rangers choked this year.
That's right. That's right, Danny. Champion cheaters.
No,
champion.
Champion.
No. Champion asterisks. But see, I'll put it this way.
Danny, give it up. Just give it up.
Let your respect be even louder than your disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give it up. Just give it up, Danny. Just give it up.
Because I don't give a crap what you call them. You can call them crappers all you want. They're champions. They've already redeemed themselves. In fact, Dusty Baker is a baseball man, and you said it in this one for Danny, he redeemed the team and cleaned them up. And do you think he would have affiliated himself with a bunch of cheaters if they still were cheating? No.
Unlike 2008, the real
champions. That's right. Champion. That's right. Champion. That's right. Say it again. Champion.
And of course, Danny's just feeding into the.
He is. Let's give it up.
I'm loving it. Champion. That's right.
Because this team somehow, some way, they keep winning the freaking West.
That's what I'm saying.
And then they always end up in the World Series. I'm just like,
yes, the multiple AL West champions, multiple time AL champions, and 2-time World Series champions in the past 7 years.
Three consecutive years. American League Western Division. What's the final word I'm looking for? Champions.
And they have won that division 6 out of the last 7 years.
And guess what? The last 2 years they shouldn't have won it. But
the only year they did not win the West title was 2020 because the Athletics won it. And the bad part about that is
COVID.
No. The bad part is
ALCS.
They went to the ALCS, were down 3-0.
Oh, and they beat Oakland on the way on route 2 there. But go ahead.
Down 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
And came within 9 outs of doing what only the Boston Red Sox did in 2004.
If you're a Dodgers fan, you might want to get off this ring because you do not want to hear from me right now.
This makes me feel even better. That's right.
Please tell me you're not a Dodgers fan.
Yes, I know Dusty Baker. Yes, I know.
Yes,
I know Dusty Baker is a Dodger. In fact, he was a Brave too. I know. Yes, it took a Dodger to clean up the crap. Okay, fine.
Dodgers are going to choke.
He's not a Dodgers fan.
That's fine. Okay. No, I don't give a crap if he's a Dodgers fan or not.
I do.
Fine.
No, I don't.
Be quiet, Braves fan. I don't give a crap if you're a Dodgers fan.
Hey,
be awash and aglow with the fact that you see a team that's better. I have respected the Braves name. And I was about to say, sir, be awash and aglow with a team in your own league that's even better. Now, as I was saying, but look up to the bright star of Major League Baseball. And that's a team you call cheaters. That's a team you call asterisks. They are champions. Remember that.
That's the team we call champions. And as I've said and will continue to say, to be the champs, you must unseat the champs.
Would y'all
Let me say that again.
It's a fellow Braves fan, sir.
Ah, okay. Okay, you're off the hook, Danny. Let me say that again. With both the Braves and the Astros in the playoffs, and remember they played in 2021, to be the champs, you must unseat the champs. And I don't see it happening.
Can I not
Okay,
face the Astros in the World Series, please?
only the Astros fans appreciate cheaters. Okay, let's see. So you said the same thing about the Patriots. So
Said
you
the
said
word
the
right
same
out
thing
my
about the
mouth.
49ers. Okay, so you said the same thing about the Cowboys. You said the same thing about the Red Sox. You said the same thing about the Yankees. You say the same thing about any team that has not won it in what you would deem clean. And that's fine. That's perfect. That's wonderful. I don't give a crap.
Me neither.
6-time AL West champions. 4 times in the last 7 years AL champs. 2 times in the last 7 years world champs. And wait a minute. The last time they won. Oh, yes, they're the defending world champs. They are where you want your Braves to get.
I'm sorry. Did you say defending world champions? I could have
Yes.
sworn I heard that correctly. Did you say?
Yes.
Did you
Yes,
say defending world champions?
Yes, the 2023 Houston Astros are the defending DEFENDING world champs.
Now take
And
that
you
reality.
want the Braves to be where they are. And
Well,
I've said this wonderful season for the Braves. And I've
Yes.
said this about them. Wonderful season.
Yep.
That's great. Let's see them do it in October because that's what it only matters for them.
or November for that matter. And remember, the Braves have the nightmare of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Only 1 year ago. So you can take your asterisks, the
No, man.
cheaters,
I don't like you.
you can take the asterisks, the cheaters, the Astros with 2 S's,
Oh, it's
losers, crap piles, a-holes, S-heads, and any other insult that you want to label the team and stick it straight up all of your behind. Because it doesn't matter to a hill of beans. You were still talking to your defending world champs. Remember that. Now show some respect.
While we are thinking about it, and okay, more baseball. Just a minute. We didn't play the proper soundbite. We did not play the proper soundbite, and here it is. Black man talking baseball. Cole, what did we say at the top of the season about the American League West Division? What did we say?
We said this in early May. Actually, I blew out the candles to my 50th birthday. And about the Monday afterwards, when everybody was raving and ranting about the Rangers just racing out to a big league.
Racing out to a big league. Yeah.
The words that we both said was they will be caught by the Astros. I'm not concerned about that. Talk to me when it gets to October, and the world champs will become the AL West champs again.
Yep, we did. And what happened?
Now I gotta sit here, and I need the choking behind Marlins to stop the Phillies. Great.
That ain't gonna happen because the Phillies are gonna bury them in the dirt.
I don't need the Marlins to beat the Phillies.
You didn't. I don't think you paid attention to the word I used before I said Marlins.
Oh, I heard it. I heard every word you said.
Choking behind. We heard.
But
the Braves are so good they can handle the Phillies this year, can't they?
Don't believe the hype. To be the champs, you must unseat the champs. Good luck.
This season better not go down the drain.
Let me say it again.
Cole was embracing that Jets fan energy from last night in that rant. Great job.
Let me say it again.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
To Braves fan, to Phillies fan. Sorry, JJ, I have to every other fan with their team in the postseason, especially the Rangers, because the Rangers are going to get choked out.
They already choked.
They're going to get choked out in a wild card round. I just wish it was by Seattle and not anyone else.
Don't care.
To be the champs,
Don't care.
you must unseat the champs.
Is he talking
Don't
about
care.
Jose Altuve?
Yep.
Altuve,
Bregman,
Verlander.
Verlander.
He said one player.
Alvarez was there. Okay. Listen, Danny.
Well, Alvarez was the farm system, basically.
Well, he was in the farm system. Listen, Danny, I hate to inform you of this, but they are the champs. And until someone beats them, until someone eliminates them,
again,
y'all don't have a chance in hell. Sorry.
Again, I don't care. You can
The
have
funny thing
no
is, you don't
for
bring that
them.
same
I
energy for
don't
Kansas City Chiefs.
care. Champion is what you got to reference them. It doesn't matter. You can. I don't care what you call. You can call them chumps. You can call them ditch diggers. You can call them whatever you want. Champion will have to be in front of them because that's what they
Danny,
are.
If you're a Braves fan like I am, I'm gonna need you to shut up, okay? Because don't forget what happened last year. We were the #1 seed in the postseason, and we got taken out by some Phillies.
And they were the odds-on favorites for many to win the World Series last year.
Just like this year, they're the odds-on favorite.
And that team that knocked us out got to the World Series.
And that's why I've always said to Playmaker ever since then. I'm like, the Braves can be spectacular all throughout the regular season. Show it to me in October.
And it's
you say that when y'all talk about Braves, I think y'all like, I don't care about the regular season.
Yeah, I don't. Show me in October.
It's October
because the team is talented from first batter to last,
from start to
and
finish.
You got arms. So
absolutely.
We don't have this magical season.
Give me
October.
October.
Got all these done records. It bet not end in October.
Oh, it's about to it's about to end quick. Because if there's one thing the Atlanta Braves, and I've discussed this before, if there's one thing that will befall the Atlanta Braves, it's a simple word we like to call bullpen.
Oh, like you said 2 years ago, and yet we still won the World Series.
Oh, y'all had a stronger bullpen then.
But you still said the same thing.
And I will say it again. Listen, am I happy the Braves made the playoffs? Yes. Did they kick ass in the National League East? Yes. But until you get the nightmare of the Philadelphia Phillies out of your system and beat them in a playoff series, which requires arms.
It only happened last year. It was the Dodgers. We got
arms,
past the Dodgers.
damn it. Arms.
It was the Dodgers.
Y'all need some arms. Arms, damn it. Arms.
No,
I got two arms.
No praise dances until November.
No praise dances
until November.
You got two arms, Ryan.
Cole, play the praise dance, please. Play it.
You got two arms, Ryan.
And I'm enacting my Second Amendment right by bearing those arms on the internet.
Shouldn't you be thanking us, Snowman, by the way? I just thought about that. Shouldn't you be thanking us? Because we the ones who put the final nail in the coffin of that team that you don't like.
I really don't care because the team I want to see win it all is in.
The team that you didn't want to get in didn't get in because of us.
to me, Playmaker, and listen well. The team I wanted to get in is the team that now has a chance to defend their title. When it comes to everyone else, I could give 2/5 of a half of a flying damn. Because
Really?
the Astro,
Really?
and I mean every single word of that.
Then why you have a Tottenham experience then?
Listen,
But wait a minute.
I don't
it wasn't
give
the Braves that
2/5
named the Cubs. It was the Brewers who did.
It was the Brewers who took care of the Cubs.
No, we took care of the Cubs. We played
No,
the Cubs.
You
no,
swept them, yes, but they were still alive for a playoff spot.
no. The Brewers knocked the
But
Cubs'
the Brewers
teeth
wanted to knock
out.
them out. Yeah.
The Brewers knocked the Cubs' teeth out. Okay? Atlanta knocked everybody out in the National League. Okay? I give y'all that. I give y'all that. Give me this button here. And I'm going to ask for forgiveness well in advance. The Cubs and Cub fans while I'm at it.
See?
I don't care. I don't care about
the
the
Playmaker. He would still be saying that if the Cubs were in the playoffs.
I'd say it even louder. And I'd say it even louder.
He'll be mad if they made it.
Let me take y'all back a few years. The
You gotta
Cubs
bring up that by Stiggy.
in old Raggedy Field. Listen, the Cubs had a chance in old Raggedy Field in game 163 before the institution of the wild card round to knock out the Milwaukee Brewers and claim the National League Central Division title. And what happened? Everything was cruising along until the 8th inning, until Milwaukee got a couple of hits, and then
Tiger uppercut.
Out went the scrubs. Oh,
This
by the
Braves
way,
fan-
hey,
Oh,
Cubs.
sorry, my bad.
Hey, Cubs.
You're out.
You let this stop Cole from saying that.
No,
Say the
no.
ad, Cole. Go ahead.
No, I'm about to. I'm about to say that. Hold on a second.
It's all yours.
Ryan McCarthy is in the ad. I ain't not see that
No.
coming.
You ain't got no sense, Cole. You ain't got a lick of sense. I already know what's in. And he did this. And he did this when we taped our picks last week. You fool. I love you for this.
Oh my gosh.
Sick Diggy says, this praise dance is brought to you by Sanctified Shirt. The saintliest long sleeve shirts this side of Hades. And it should be illegal for Ryan McCarthy to be brandishing his arms like that.
You mean like this?
Cold
Danny
Sweat
Fuller
Larry
says,
Johnson is in the damn building.
Oh, gracious.
Of you four, when it's Hall of Fame voting time, should any asterisk that played on 2017 team found guilty of cheating be voted in?
Yes. Jose bleeping out Tuve.
It don't
You
matter.
all.
It doesn't
Former
matter.
Tri-City Valley Cat. Jose Altuve.
Jose bleeping out Tuve. How do you like them apples?
All right, cut.
No, no.
I need Cole Sweat Barry Johnson to go back. I just need Cole Johnson right now.
No, what does matter though, girl? Give me that sheet. Give me that sheet. Give me the sheet. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. Don't
Can I
touch
just
me,
get
woman.
Cole
Sit
Johnson
there.
here? Like,
No.
I don't need
touch me,
Keith
woman.
Sweat
Sit-
and
sit
Barry
there.
right
Sit
together.
there. No. Sit down. There we go. Yeah. I want that light to glisten. I want you to glow, baby. Like, yes. This is beautiful. This is. Oh no, my arm. Oh. What's wrong? Oh, I did a rub and tug and I messed up my arm. I can't play the quarterback for the Browns now no more.
Oh my gosh, he's going at Deshaun Watson.
I thought it was a pulled groin. I kept him out.
Who cares?
I'll just leave. I'll just leave.
No, Deshaun Watson.
No,
Who
he messed up
cares?
his shoulder. He messed up his arm.
And like, when did this happen? Cause this happened out of nowhere.
Who gives a flying damn. Deshaun Watson is trash.
There it goes.
Anyway,
There's a fly-
anyway,
there it goes.
Coach
I see it. There's a flying dam right there. So it's right over there.
Coach
I see
Johnson.
it.
Before we
You-
close
When I,
out the
when, I,
show,
s- when I saw he threw out his shoulder, I was like, oh, this is gold right here.
Coach Johnson,
Threw out his
Yes,
I
sir.
do believe the Texans got
Oh.
Mike Tomlin talking a different tone.
Congratulations to your Texans, Cole Johnson.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Playmaker. Thank you.
I hope
I-
Mike Tomlin
Look,
has a
Hey,
losing
I-
record for the first time in his career, and they get rid of him.
Shut your mouth.
Period.
You respect Mike Tomlin. You show that man respect.
Tomlin, no. Give me this.
Show
button.
that man respect.
Give me this button.
Cue that camera.
Mike Tomlin.
oh,
I
I agree, Danny.
said-
He is, but still.
Mike Tomlin and Deshaun Watson. All right, Deshaun
I'm glad
Watson-
you do, Vic.
Yeah, Vic knew where it was going. Vic knew where it was going. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Oh
One-
no. Oh
One
no.
more thing. My bad. I'm sorry.
Wait. I'll provide it. You know what? God, here we go.
Sick Dicky
Don't let
also
me
says
come to Norway.
this ASMR voiceover by Cole Sports is brought to you by Sleazy Salons. No mani petties, just hands and feet.
Sid,
Show
don't
you
make
right.
Don't make me come to Norway one of these days, and it's not gonna be pleasant.
Especially women's feet and hands. They definitely will be done very well. Oh, you know they're gonna be silky smooth, just like their skin. Oh yeah. Oh.
We performed a magic trick and made Ryan McCarthy disappear.
Oh my gosh.
You wrong for that, Cole. You wrong. Hi, Mom and Dad. Hi, Dr. K. Hi, Mrs. Johnson.
Hi, Dr. K.
Just
Oh
end
my
the just end the
gosh.
show. Just end the show.
You know what,
Just end the show.
Ryan? I hate you because she just texted me. Dr. K just texted me and just called us all dumb fools for that last segment. Dr. K just texted me. See, when she gets a chance to sneak in and listen to the show, she just happens to catch parts like that. Now, with basketball season on the horizon, dear
No,
God,
let's end the show. End the show. Let's end
And
the show.
that's
Oh
where
my
I
God.
leave
Let's
you.
end the-
See you
let's
later,
end the
guys.
show. Let's end the show, man. Just end the show.
Thank
We'll
you,
be back.
Ryan,
We'll
and
be back tomorrow.
thank you, Ryan, and thank you, Playmaker. And I think that's a good idea for us to cut it off right here. Even though we're way, way early, who cares? Man, turn this off. Give me this doggone button. We're out of here. Have a
That's
great day.
sleazy-
God bless.
that's-
Remember- Oh,
That's Sleazy Cole. That's Sleazy Cole Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. Sleazy Cole Johnson.
No, that is Cold Sweat Barry Johnson.
oh God. All right. Let's send off a couple
There ain't
people.
nothing sleazy about this, gentlemen. Take care. God bless.
Quiet. Thank you, Ryan.
Next move, your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, then they certainly not big enough. Dream big. Very big. And
Freezing.
bigger. That's what No Credentials Required to Ryan McCarthy is doing. That's what Snowman Multimedia's Brian Snow's doing. That is what Playmaker of God knows how many shows is doing.
Rambly Talk is going to be interesting this week.
And I also love, though, that you are bearing down the gridiron. And
that's what Cole Sports, featuring the man himself.
No, you said it wrong. You said it wrong. It's not Cole Sports. It's Cole Sports.
Well, he can say it better
with
than
a
me.
Z. That's right. And that's what Cole Sports with the Z's doing. We're hoping you're doing that as well in the audience out there. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
We're out of here.
For one another.
We're out of here. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye now.